Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is ZP, and in this episode, we've done a bunch of stuff off camera, and we're going to get to a bunch more stuff on camera. So as you saw in that opening time-lapse, we got all of this area leveled off, and I haven't started on the mesa biome yet, because obviously that is much more difficult. We're going to talk about that here in a bit, and I did finish up this iron farm, and I doubled its size from what the tutorial said. I'll have a link to that video down in the description. It's a Logical Geek Boy design, and this is his Simply Minecraft series. And I've been AFKing here, and as you may be able to hear in the background, we have tons of villagers backed up, more than we have iron, and more than we have sugarcane. If we come over this way, you can see I actually had to take the villagers out of here because this was just backing up way too far. You can see we have villagers clear the way back. They're going to start suffocating pretty soon from lack of space. And I apologize in advance if I'm not very peppy in this one, don't have as much in my voice. I have not been feeling well, and you know, you never really want to talk when you're sick, and so that's why a bunch of stuff like the iron farm, not talking about it really because I just wanted to get it done. I actually have a whole other farm we'll get to later that I built completely off camera because I just didn't have the energy to deal with recording it, setting up time lapses, all that stuff. So I do apologize for that, but for the two of you who see this, I'm sure you'll understand. Anyway, I have made some decisions since the last episode regarding some things. So right now the iron farm is pumping each quadrant into its own chest. See one over there, one up here, and I want to have these in auto droppers running down into water streams, and I've decided to have a local storage system for all the farms right in this area rather than piping everything clear back to our main base, because that's just going to be too much work for what it's worth, and it's just going to cause more lag having that many entities flowing through water, and all in all it just won't be a lot of fun. And it's super easy, it takes one rocket, not even that, to get over here, so it's not a big deal. It takes just a minute to walk even if I have to, so I think it's worth it to just keep everything over here for the sake of lag and just keeping this project a little bit easier. And I don't know what those villagers I let out are up to. They're doing something. There's one over there, and there's the other guy's bald little head. Hello. I'm not sure what they're doing. Something unproductive, because, well, they're not nitwits, but they're definitely unemployed. Anyway, I got some shulker boxes set up here for when we want to clear all this mesa out. I don't know that it's all going to fit in these 6 shulker boxes, but I got them dyed and set up here just so we have them ready for whenever we do that. And I'm getting in a really bad habit of setting up chest monsters. I've always been very organized in this game, and I'm not doing very well with that in this series. So I really want to get a storage system set up so, you know, I can store stuff more efficiently, because this is getting out of hand. You know, I just got random stuff lying around my inventory. Might be able to guess where I've been from my inventory. Okay, I had to step away from the computer for a second to get a cough drop, and while I was doing that, chaos ensued. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So many mob spawns in this area because it is the only place they can. And so if we tear this all out, spawn-proof everything except, you know, our mob farms, we can get some insane rates over here, and so I'm really excited to get working on that. But before we can do so, we have to head over to another one of my off-camera projects. And here we are at the site of one of my newest off-camera projects, a Wither Skeleton Skull Farm, which is in need of some adjustments, but it has been functioning, and I've been AFK here for quite a few hours, as it is not very efficient. I need to do way more spawn proofing, but I have already done just what is, at least for me, some people this is just getting started, but for me this is just an insane amount of spawn proofing, and it continues all over the place. We can fly over this way, we can get into the farm itself, and blazes. Anyway, if we glide down here, I don't actually have a good entrance to this place right now. This is something we'll have to improve, but yeah, I've just been swinging my sword here, And you can see in this chest we've got one skull. I got this on like one of the first 5 skeletons. And then nothing in here, but in this one... Oh yeah, a couple blazes also made their way in here. But we got 3 skulls. So let's deposit some of this junk. Alright, we're back from that farm, which is about 10,000 blocks away from our base. So it's... it's quite a trek even through the nether. But we're back here and we're at what is pretty much the farthest end of my mines. Or at least the farthest end I cared to go to. And we're about to summon the Wither and get ourselves a beacon. Well, we got ourselves an invulnerable Wither's head and another star, and I don't know why, but I really had myself worked up in my own head about that, thinking it was going to be way more difficult than it was because I haven't fought a Wither in so long, but really, honestly, it was
super easy, barely an inconvenience.
I mean, that entire fight literally took less than a minute. I hit quit recording at 59 seconds, including actually spawning the boss in and waiting for it to get to the point where I could attack it, and then just sort of sitting around. It was well under a minute that it took to fight the Wither. I don't know why I had myself all worked up that it was going to be so difficult. So now I need to just figure out if I have any obsidian. Regular obsidian anywhere. Shulker shells, lapis. There's 2 obsidian. I'm going to keep looking around. Alright, we're going to plop down our ender chest, grab the star, and here we go. We're going to craft our first beacon. Alright, so now just comes the whole part of, getting a whole tower for this. No big deal. Alright, so I managed to scrounge up about every last possible beacon block I could use, and I think we actually should, in theory, have more than enough. So let's try to get... Hey, interrupting me. I don't appreciate it. Thank you. So I'm trying to decide, I think I'm going to set the beacon up right over here. That should still be within range because I don't really want to have to deconstruct it when we start work on this area. So I'm going to start laying the blocks right here. And as it turns out, I had just the exact right amount in iron alone from our farm, which was kind of my plan all along. I wanted to get that set up and then get the Wither Skeleton Skull Farm to get the beacon and then have that AFKing so we'd have iron for the beacon tower, but I didn't at all expect to have enough iron right off the bat to be able to set up a full beacon. Oh, is it not big enough for a full... Oh, we do need one more layer. Okay. So, let me dig down one. And so it seems I spoke too soon, and even with all my emeralds, gold, and even diamonds, we are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blocks away from being able to build this thing up all the way, and I want full haste too. So I think I'm just going to go AFK for a while. Oh, no, actually, if we fly back to our base, I remember I left a bunch of valuables in the furnaces. And if we check on... Oh, yep, still not done. Alright, well, wait a minute. Alright, with that done, let's go craft this into blocks, and I think... Yep, that should be 15, I believe. Well, it is 15, but what I mean is, that should be enough, because if I recall correctly, a moment ago I said we needed 15. So, if we take these over to the beacon, hopefully this should be just enough. Let's see, fill these ones in, and we're going to start getting attacked here in a second. This is actually a really bad place to be, because, yep, there we go. It's going to get stuck down there. I do not appreciate being interrupted while I'm trying to talk. Thank you very much. Now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, yes! And now, did I... I did it again. Okay, let's see if we can... Do I have anything to tower? No, I do not. Alright, let's see here. If we fly up... So I'm too lazy to do anything else. And let's see if we... Oh! Alright, I may just have to grab some materials and tower up. Let's see if we can grab some of this. Okay, let's get up here. There should be one iron ingot to set up the beacon. And you know what, now that I'm thinking about it... Excuse me, can I help you? You'd like an arrow to the head. Okay. You're welcome. Yes, thank you very much. Goodbye. If I'm remembering correctly, yeah, I had iron in here. Okay. So I'll just put that one in there. And we can go over this way and get our beacon going. See? Nope, you're not going to ruin it for me. Put that in. And press the wrong button. Haste 2. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that is the one thing in this world, since we started this series, I have been missing. Oh, I love to have haste 2. Alright, and that guy's wearing a hat. We'll just take care of him now. And hey, he dropped some iron. Don't care. We got a whole farm for that now. Don't have to care. Oh, yes. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Oh. Oh, it's so wonderful to be able to instantly mine terracotta. It is so... Oh, it's so wonderful. This is going to be a breeze to tear out these entire 2 islands. And I tell you what, we're going to have some good terracotta supplies for future buildings. And one of the great things about this is, as we're digging all of this out, our sugarcane farm over there, and, well, I disabled the villager breeder, but if it had this guy, and where's your friend, huh? Where is he? Well, wherever they are, if they had them in there, it'd work. And, of course, the iron farm is mainly what I'm interested in having working. And so we'll be getting more iron as we work on this, and by the time we're done, there should be enough that we can get all of our emeralds and diamonds and such out of that beacon back and replace it with iron. And long term, I'd rather use emeralds because they're less useful, but I haven't gotten villager trading set up well enough for that yet. So for right now, we're going to use iron and see where we go from there. But with all that said, I do want to start ripping this area up, and this is going to take a while. I'm not going to be able to get it all done tonight. It's going to take quite a few hours to do all this, and so we're going to break it up into a few time lapses. I may even do a little bit of it off camera. Who knows? Maybe we'll even live stream some of it. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to start on that now, and you can enjoy the footage. And let's be honest, Ehrling's beats way better. Alright, well that did not take nearly as long as I expected. It is now the next morning, and that entire area only took me 16 minutes to clear out. I thought it was going to take a lot longer than that, so I'm going to get up to these at some point, maybe off camera, who knows. I'm not really going to worry about it right now since it's hardly going to take maybe an hour at the most. But I did AFK, as you saw, at the iron farm for a good while, and we're going to need that iron because I have started on our storage system. And I've maybe gotten a little overboard. So we're going to need lots of iron because I have run out of hoppers, and I'm not even getting started yet. We're still going to have like another 3 rows of chests upwards. Why we need the storage? Well, we really don't need this much, but it'll be nice to have it, so I'm doing it. And if we pull up the F3 screen here, this entire system, including the iron farm, is at x equals 0. So this is all perfectly centered, and so This is the center row of chests here. Everything goes out 10 rows of chests that way, 10 rows of chests that way. That's 21 rows of chests times 4 currently, times 27. Each holds 64. You do the math. That is a lot of items. Alright, after adding on another row of chests, I'm realizing just how ridiculous this is, and we really don't need that much storage, so I think I'm going to save the rest of my chests for hoppers, and right now I'm going to go around and start gathering some materials so we can start to get the item sorters in place. Alright, I have gotten the rest of the hoppers in here. Well, mostly. We still need some more, but I got all the main ones in, and now it is time to start work on our sorting system. Alright, a few off-camera hours later, and we are things are looking good. We've gotten these auto droppers set up here, and in the time lapse when I constructed this water stream, the entire thing was off by 1 block, so I had to tear everything out and rebuild it, and that's a pain, especially when you're getting close to redstone, but we made it work, and we got an auto dropper set up there. Here in a second, you'll see from that guy up there. We should see, if we wait just a few seconds, some iron come out of there. We'll see some flickering, and it's not going. That could be an issue. Oh, I remember. When I broke the chests, I put a whole bunch of iron directly into the dropper, and this design does not work with that, so need to put the items up in the hoppers. That's an oversight on my part. There we go. Now that is working. That was an oversight on my part when I was building it, but you can see here everything is just flowing out. And did I block? Yeah, I blocked the top of that off. Okay, so I've gotten that all set up, and to reduce lag from more auto droppers running and more water streams, instead of running water streams from these 2 farm modules like I was originally planning to, I just ran hopper lines over to the hopper lines from these ones, and that all feeds into the 1 auto dropper, so there's an auto dropper for each of these. I felt like we needed at least 2 for the volume of items that's going to be coming out of this farm. And I put composters on top of all the hoppers I could, because for some reason, it's a weird little trick. If you have composters on top of hoppers, that reduces lag, and I want to be pretty conscious about lag on this world, because lag's not fun. Not fun at all. So if we come over here, I extended this out a ways because I think right there is where I want to have one of our mob farms or something, so we're going to have stuff coming in from the side into here, so I just built it up longer ahead of time, but there's nothing back here right now. You can see all these items are coming in, and they're flowing into our auto sorter. We're going to pick up some of these. Nope, okay, good. And so those come in there, they get picked up by these hoppers, they then send it along the line until there's a filtered hopper that will accept them. Then those let it through into the hoppers below, which let it into a chest, which hoppers it into another chest, which hoppers it into another chest, hoppers it into another chest, hoppers it into another chest. And this is neat. I've got composters up here too, and we've gotten our beacon over there. I still need to get enough iron blocks made up to finish that off with iron, get back all our gold and diamonds. And I got these set up here right now. We'll see. I'm thinking we may Yeah, for how much iron has come through just in like the last hour or so that I've been working on this, aside from all the iron I've used, because that is a lot of hoppers. Each one of those takes 5 pieces of iron, plus all of the hoppers on this side, which is a lot. We have 21 times 4, so was that 84 times 5? That's all. It's almost 500 iron just right there. And then if we come over this way, we've got 5 more, almost 5 more stacks. I kind of overdid it with crafting hoppers, and I also overdid it with the chests. We are not going to have to worry about that for a while, which is convenient. And I didn't get around today to getting this sugarcane farm hooked up, and I have a bunch of modifications I want to make. You can see it's been pumping out a fair bit of sugarcane while we've been working out, but not nearly as much as it should. But it's only 2 modules right now. I want to extend it to have a third and then build it vertically. So that's going to pump out quite a bit more, and then we'll have that in an auto dropper into a bubble column into our water. We'll just continue to add farms. I also would like to tear this temporary villager breeder out, which is overflowing with villagers. I still want to tear that out, and, well, I guess I haven't mentioned this before, but I only intended for that to be temporary, so I'm going to tear that out at some point, and somewhere around here, build one that doubles as a carrot potato farm, so we have plenty of that stuff. Hello, sir. What do you have to offer us? I might take you up on some of those later. I like the Corrales head and the Wren head. I'll be back. If not for that, for the leads and leather. Anyway, I am super happy with everything we managed to get done in this episode. We have made tons of progress, I feel, and that it's taken me a long time between building the wither skeleton, the skull farm, AFKing at that, getting the skulls. Fighting the wither didn't take too long, but did that and then got that, built up the beacon, and then, of course, we've been using that. We mined all this out. We got the sorting system all built up, which is enormous. We've gotten these water streams in place, all the hoppers, everything's hooked up, and I think we've made plenty of progress for today. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day.